today we are checking out the all new Tornado from indiaFoxtEcho. Now, I've spent a lot of time with this plane. It's very, very in depth. It took me a long time to figure out how to start it, but we have figured it out with a little extra bells and whistles just for a full procedure. Hopefully I can remember the full procedure. But yeah, this plane is absolutely gorgeous. Flies very well. And as you can see, the modeling of this thing is absolutely astounding. I mean, this thing is by far probably, pardon me, I want to say is on the same level as the I want to say as the M4. Sorry, the F-14. I don't know why I was thinking weapon systems all of a sudden. But yeah. Sorry, it's allergy season for me right now, so it's been rough. But yeah, this thing here, the texturing is absolutely the best in the market. Trying to get the level. There it is. Yeah, the texturing is really good. Let's do a quick walk around. Got all the covers on it. The ladder. Got your Sidewinder missile there. Got your fuel tanks and some ordnance. What is it on the back of that? It says texturing, and that's not the best. I mean, if you get super close, the texturing isn't the best. But I mean, the plane, it's always going to be in development, and then it's going to be going through changes. But yeah, this thing, it looks really good. I've so far I've really enjoyed flying it. It's really good. They have incorporated. Pardon me, 1 second. They have incorporated the same menu system. Hit the wrong button. The same menu system as the F-14 has. So let's go ahead and get her started. So right down here is where the menu, you get the menu. And aircraft servicing and ground.
Roger.
Is your ground power right there. I really haven't explored a lot into this yet, not yet at least. I've done pretty much everything manually. That's what I prefer. So yeah, we have ground power on. So we're gonna now go through our checklist. I have a checklist next to me I got from online. And most of it, I don't know what. There's so many acronyms with this plane. It's not even funny, honestly. All right, so we want to turn our hydraulics on. Hydraulics are on this side of the plane. Flip them up to auto. The middle indentation where it goes to is auto. And then we're gonna want to then go to our rapid takeoff menu or a panel, not menu, panel, which is hidden. So I've been trying to find a way to get rid of this yoke so I can get to the rapid panel. I've been like moving the mouse all over. Can't. So you have to do this. And this is your rapid panel. You can flip these individually, but there is a lever that will do it for you. That will flip every one of those for you. I don't know what all of those do. I know that's part of the system though. Your environmental panel, I believe, is down here. See, there's so many things you need to do with this plane. It's just, I'm just like going through my mind, like, okay, which is what? I do know. Okay. far column middle. I am assuming... Oh, it's right here. Forget what that one does. Is that air supply mat? No, it's not, but I do know that has to be flipped either way. Yeah, there's just so many switches in this thing. Everything is switchable. Not everything will work, though. There it is. That's your air supply. Air supply master switch needs to be flipped on. Nav lights. Rear cockpit. We need to go to the rear cockpit now. Your co-pilot will be in, or your co-pilot will be in your way. This back here, you want to turn on your VUHF, which is this. Was it that one? Yes, that was that one. Yeah, you want to flip it to TR plus G. And then we go back to our front cockpit. Turn on your air oxygen supply. Right side external lights. You want to flip on your anti-collision. And then this is where you turn on your APU. So the APU is located over here. And there we go. You got some APU action. Then right here, you want to flip this X drive clutch. And then you come over to the right side and you click your generators, which are right here. Those will turn out. And we close our canopy now. Canopy is closed. All right, now we go to our radar altimeter. All right, you roll your mouse, you'll get that to turn to an on state or flip it around. Your E-scope ready repeater, mode to test, which is right here. All right, it's on test now. Your HUD, put it up to directional, which is DIR. You'll see it illuminate. Let's see, your TACAN section. I want to say that's this. Trying to remember everything, where everything is. It's kind of a pain. It really is a pain to remember where everything is. All right, so I think that's what that was right there. All right. Then you come down here to your IFR. Master to standby. TFR. Near column middle. There it is. TFR. Master to standby. Or on standby. Alright, come back over here. We calibrate our instruments. So hit B to calibrate altimeter. Alright. Looking good. Now we start our engines. Right here's where we start it. We go to the left. So when we right here, you wait till it gets to 20. It should start spooling up. Once it gets to RPMs of 20, and then it'll fire off. Right there, it fired. And then you come back here and you see the heat coming out of that left side engine. Yep, everything's powering up. And the nice thing about this is that once the engine is powered up, your APU will, pardon me, your APU will automatically shut off since it's pulling power for the generator. So you don't have to worry about shutting the APU off. So we will wait for this to come up. And then, so I'm also going to push my throttle. So it's out of idle. Right there, you saw the APU shut off. So we're off of idle now. And now we're going to go to the right engine. And as you see, this is going to go up until it hits 20, and then it's going to, engine will fire. Right here's also your wing sweep. That's pretty cool though. I love the animation. Not sure why the speed brakes came out, but it is what it is. All right, so you've got power now right there. That should flip back. Alright, so we're going to hit the underneath the display here. Disconnect.
Roger.
Disconnect the APU from the vehicle or from the aircraft. So we already did the sweeping of the wings fully forward. Alright, do a little bit of controls. See everything is controlled right. Yep, all hydraulics are working. Flight mechanics are looking good. Now we go back to the rear. So this part here, I'm still not the best at. It's interesting, but because you don't really have to mess with if you don't want to, but it's nice. We turn on the screens. These are the TVs / tabs. You see this hand come up. You can get in the way sometimes. Then we're gonna come. There's some things we can do on this side as well while the TV. So those take apparently a long time to start up. So you can input. You could input a flight plan, but unfortunately, the being able to put your own flight plan in yourself, it is not modeled. So you have to use it through the actual the world menu before you launch into the sim. You actually have to do it yourself through that when you select your plane. but you can simulate putting your stuff together right here as well. So let's go ahead and trying to see where my switches are. They're these right here. Flip these to on. Flip that to on. MC Master is on. Then you want to come back to your SAHR, your secondary altitude and heading reference section. Is that? Yeah, that's it right there. I'm going to put that to free. I think that's right there, free. This will take a little while to go out. Then you want to go to your INCDU. They love their acronyms on this plane. I tell you what. Inertial Navigator Control and Display Unit section. Ooh. So you want to flip then this to normal or norm. You want to flip this to IPI, which is your initial position insertion, which that's where it'll actually know where you're at in your flight or flight plan, whichever. And then on your middle knob, you can flip it to nav afterwards. I think I want to leave it there for right now. I'm still really learning this plane, so I'm just going off of what I'm reading right off of the flight plan. So I'm basically showing you guys what you need to do, so you guys want to do the flight procedures. But so far the plane's really great. The RDE MDE rapid data entry section near the front, which is this. Want to rotate a data entry. Right there, we're at data entry. Put the start. Counter should, there it is. And the counter should start going. And then, yeah, I keep getting that right there. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Some people are getting other things, and I'm getting an RDE failed. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. That's how we get our radar right there. You flip this on, and that does work. So I was watching a YouTuber. He was showing that this doesn't work, or he didn't know how to get this to work. So it does work. So that's a confirmation now. All right. So we should be good. We should be good. All right, we're gonna set our flaps. I think that's 25. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. I'm not 100% sure if that's right, but I will find out. So this is going to be a very intuitive video, obviously. As you can see, it took us 20 minutes to start the plane, or at least get it to that point. Not sure why that red light's still on, but it is. But we are good to go. Let's go and taxi out, and we're going to actually, no, take that back. we need to flip this. There we go. To what is that? ES. Now, do I know exactly what that means? Not at all. Trying to see what these do. Nothing really, it looks like. So also for your steering lock or your nose wheel steering, you can set it to right here. To low. High is probably if you're in a hangar. Low is if you're out on the tarmac, and then you can turn it off. We're gonna set it to low. Come on. Alright, we're just gonna deal with there. Turn off the brakes and let's get going. She's one powerful plane. She can get up and moving. Having to back down the throttle because, man, she's just wanting to scoot right now. But so far, I'm really enjoying this. indiaFoxtEcho really knocked this one out of the park. Now, they did have some big issues with frame droppage on some users' computers. If you have a computer that's not able to handle performance or has performance issues on Flight Sim, there is they provided a additional folder or download so you can get rid of the particle effects, which I believe helps with your frame drop. But let's get this thing up in the air. Thinking about doing a live stream this week on this aircraft or with this aircraft. But before we take off, give a like on the video if you're enjoying it, and also give a subscribe. Helps out the channel and encourages me to make up more videos. I have plenty of more reviews coming out here very soon. So let's get her up. Speed brakes, I don't know why they're still on. Gears up. That afterburner effect on this one is on this aircraft is really good. All right, flaps are up. Wings are going back. Yeah, this plane, it just flies so nice. So we just flew out of Joint Base Andrews outside Washington, D.C. It's a little turbulent. So we're in the German version of this plane. So a little bit of information about this plane is that this plane is still active in some militaries. I believe it's still active in the Italian military. Italian, I know I've seen that it's still active, but it is retired in the Royal Air Force, Great Britain. They no longer use this aircraft. I do love the flight model of this thing, by the way. It does rock a
10,000 feet.
Or 10,000 feet. It does rock a two turbo Union RB199-103 turbofans. Each put out 15,800 thrust. Pounds of thrust, specifically. Armaments on this aircraft is, so it has two IWKA Mauser 27mm cannons. Also has two, it can be armed with two AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles and 18,000 pounds of ordnance. Maximum speeds 1,452 miles an hour. That's at 36,000 feet. She's definitely a beauty. A very popular plane too. A sweep wing design. There's not very many sweep wing planes left that are in actually in use still. So the funny thing about this plane too is that it was supposed to be a what was it? I believe, oh, what was it? It was designed to be an analog plane. This plane's a fly-by-wire, but it was designed to be a mostly analog plane to fight during nuclear war. Something that I found out, and which I found very fascinating. So we're at 0.9 Mach. Let's go. Let's punch it to Mach 1. Look at that beauty. There we go. We hit Mach 1.
Fuel 1500.
Oh, we're burning through fuel. We're at 1.1. 1.2 Mach 1.2. The modeling and the look of the afterburners of this plane is just on point. I don't know what we're getting an alarm for. But we're backing her down. Passing right by Dulles International, which is outside DC. Right there it is. Probably broke every window in the area with that little speed. The little speed by. But yeah, I really do like this plane. I'm gonna use this. We're gonna use this for. I'm thinking. I'm gonna get with some people. We're gonna do some formation. Try to do formation flying. I've never been good at formation flying, but I'm willing to learn. Put some time in. Put some patience. Be a little patient. But yeah, I think we're gonna have fun with this. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. It was kind of an overview more than a review. But really though, in my final opinion of this plane, it's worth the money. It's a high fidelity. There's things that's not modeled. Flight plans, I think it looks like it may get modeled sooner. Not soon, but eventually, hopefully. This thing does have autopilot, but you have to do it all manually. Flight director is on.
15,000 feet.
Does it work? Nah, it doesn't look like it worked. I have to do some tweaking to figure out if the autopilot and what it does. How it works. But yeah. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, wherever you're at.